Hello, friends. Welcome back. Friends, this week was a very volatile week. It was anticipated to be a very volatile week, and we had said that if the markets go down, we could see a reasonably large correction happening to about 10,800, 900 levels. And then, there, if the market takes support, we could go back to 10,250 levels. And that's almost exactly how the markets played out. We saw a fall till 10,880, after which the market took support and finally closed the week slightly positive at about 11,200 range, slightly about 11,200. FIIs this week turned to be big buyers. They've bought shares worth more than 8,000 crores. And you have RBI policy behind us. So now what is the direction for the markets? What are the markets going to do next week? What are the technical charts telling us? What are the results that are coming out next week? What could be the overall direction of the market next week? Let's see it in this video. So friends, let's quickly review what happened last week and then get on to what could be the market action in the coming week. So the Nifty broadly moved in a range between 10,900 and 11,250, finally closing at 11,215, up about 1.3%. The Bank Nifty also was in about a 900 point range between 21,050 and 21,950, and it finally closed about half percent up at about 21,750. So it continues to underperform the market. The action this time was in the mid caps and the small caps. They both rose a whopping 4.5% this week, which is a very large performance. The VIX was down about 5%. It was about 24 last week and now it's about 22.6. It is down about 5%, which indicates that generally the market is not expecting a major volatility in the coming times. So if you look at it, everything, whether the Nifty or the Bank Nifty or the small cap, mid cap, VIX, everything seems to be pointing towards a bullish bias in the markets. The RBI policy was announced last week and there was no change in the interest rates. However, there was a major policy change in terms of gold loans where banks and private players now have a level playing field. So banks and private players can lend close to 90% of the gold value to customers. This is a positive for banks, especially for Kerala-based banks, because they seem to have a slightly higher expertise as far as gold loans are concerned. Now let's look at what will be driving markets next week. One is the results. Next week we have quite a few results lined up. Ashok Leyland, BPCL, Titan, Glenmark, Hindalco, Voltas, GAIL, NTPC. All these companies come out with results next week. Global markets have generally been quite good. They've been on a bullish roll over the last week. Next week, we are hoping that the US Senate will pass the stimulus bill and that will keep the market active. COVID vaccine looks like it's coming by September, October, it could come out, which is earlier than what was initially anticipated. That also is keeping a lot of hopes in the markets. The data coming out, whether it's from the US or Europe or China, they all seem to indicate that the worst is over and things are beginning to pick up quite nicely. Despite the fact that corona, the number of cases are going up, the data seems to indicate that the economic activity is getting better. As far as the events in India go, August 10th is a very important date for telecom companies because the Supreme Court will announce its decision on the AGR dues. Bharti Airtel has been moving in a very narrow range over the last 2 months, and we could expect some large movements in Bharti Airtel once this comes out. On August 11th, we have the IIP data and the consumer inflation data, and on 14th, we have the wholesale data coming out, wholesale inflation data coming out, which will also have an impact on the markets. The impact of RBI policy, it is built into a large extent. The details are awaited in terms of the moratorium and the gold loan. So that will also have some impact on the Bank Nifty next week. FIIs were big buyers last week. They bought shares worth close to 9,100 crores. That's more than $1 billion worth of purchases in 1 week. The bulk of it happened on Monday. The Indian institutions sold about 1,250 crores. So net net, if you look at it, almost 7,500 crores worth of buying has happened in the Indian markets over the last 1 week. And this has definitely helped the market regain its bullish temper. Coming to the charts, if you look at the charts, markets have generally, Nifty has generally been on a consolidation phase. It came down last week and on Monday, and from there has been showing a recovering trend. So our recommendation would be generally to keep a buy on dips kind of strategy. And as long as Nifty trades above 11,050, which is its first support, market should be bullish. The upper range we expect would be around this area, which is about 11,350, and a closing above 11,350 can possibly take the market to about 11,630, which would be the next target. And the sentiment would turn bearish if it closes below this levels, which is about 10,900. Then the sentiment turns bearish. If you look at the weekly chart, these are not the standard candle charts, these are the Hignashi charts. This seems to show some caution here. The candle is still bullish, but it's got a wick on both sides, which is kind of saying that we need to be slightly cautious. The averages are all up, the candles are all green, but still some bit of caution is required. Coming to Bank Nifty saw a rather sharp fall from 23,000 levels to 21,000 levels and now is on its way to recover some of its lost ground. And looks like market could be positive for the next week. It's been a long time we've spent on this range of 21,000 to 23,000. It's underperforming the Nifty, but is mildly bullish during the week. The crossover seems to be going positive now. The RSI is comfortable at about 49. So we could expect some sort of a catch-up moves in Bank Nifty next week, though not very sharp. We could see it go to 22,300 levels and maybe higher. The weekly charts, again, we had a big candle, red candle last week in Bank Nifty, but this week it again turned green, which indicates some kind of a bullishness for next week. So to sum it up, our outlook for the Nifty, continue our bullish stand as long as it trades above 11,050. Below this, the next major support is at 10,880. So what we would advise would be a buy on dip strategy or continue your long strategy with the initial targets of 11,350 in the coming weeks and 11,630 after that. If it in a closing basis sustains above 11,350, we could see it move up to 11,630. Bank Nifty, as long as it trades above 21,000, we would advise to still keep a bullish stand. The first resistance seems to be at 22,350, and if that is crossed, we could see the previous high of about 23,200. Now let's come to the option strategies. Since we are mildly bullish on the markets and since the previous high was 11,350, we are recommending a bullish butterfly. Under this strategy, you would buy one call of 11,200, sell two calls of 11,350 and buy one of 11,500. The advantage with this strategy is if the market is bullish and if it closes at the level of 10,350, then your profit can be 8,700 rupees in one lot of Nifty. However, if the market goes against you, either bullish or bearish, your maximum loss is capped at 2,560 rupees. So this is a mildly bullish strategy, assuming that markets will close at around 11,350 levels the next week. Now let's see one chart which we found interesting, that is Godrej Industries. For last many days, after a fall, it's been consolidating in this range of 350 to 365. And today it came very close to a breakout. In fact, the crossovers, the 5 and 13-day crossovers have just gone positive, and we could see a rise in this stock. The advantage here that I see is, if you look at the last many closings, it's been around 350, 350, 348. So 345 would be a reasonably good stop loss to have. If you are able to buy this stock at about 360, I think you could have some up move, and you could benefit from that up move. Keep a stop loss at 345. So friends, this is all from me. If you like the video, please do subscribe to the video, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Friends, if you like this video, please do press the like button, and please do subscribe to my channel, and also share this video with your friends. Thank you so much. See you again next week with the market outlook. Thank you.